If you catch, it's a bonus, but if you don't catch, I mean, for me, I get to relax, which was good. I am 2016 Hocking Stuart Sales Agent of the Year. I love what I do. I just love people. I've had a vendor say, I need to sell this home or the bank's going to take it. We sold it in 3 days. He was in tears. He couldn't believe it. That's why I do real estate, those stories there. I was born in Africa, believe it or not. Came here in '89, not knowing one word of English. My dad had a milk bar, and we used to live on top of the milk bar. We did it tough. I thought I have to step up. I bought my first home at the age of 23. I was nervous. It was so exciting. To see the smile on my dad, my mum, and my sister's face was priceless. I love seeing people happy and winning these awards. I'm in the right direction.
Well, we're fortunate to have Joe Mavrikos with us. Joe, welcome to GRTV.
Thank you, Ziggy. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Matey, Africa.
No one believes me. Even my mates don't believe me. They still think that I'm pulling their leg. But I'm definitely born in Africa. Came here in 1989. My dad had a business there. My dad and my grandfather had a business of importing, exporting. So I used to do a lot with the truck work.
Which country in Africa?
Sudan, Port Sudan.
Wow.
Port Sudan. So actually born in Khartoum, which is the city of Port Sudan. And then I basically came here in 1989, not knowing one word of English, which is another story, which was challenging.
Now tell me about where are your parents from in Greece?
Dad's Greek, 100% Greek, born in Thessaloniki.
Yep.
And my grandma is half Greek and half Syrian.
Wow.
So her dad was Syrian, hence why Africa, and my her mum was full Greek.
Goodness me, interesting background.
Yeah, very interesting.
Because a lot of Greeks did end up sort of Egypt and
there's a lot.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
You know, diaspora, everyone went everywhere.
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot. So, very exciting.
Yeah, fantastic.
To be honest, yeah.
Now, you're a fisherman. Tell me about that.
I love fishing. Mate, I'll do anything for fishing. It's a good way to relax, I find. I'm very busy. I run a very busy life. So when I go fishing, I forget about everything.
Yeah.
Any problem I've ever have, I forget. As soon as that line hits the water, which is exciting.
Well, that's what I've heard. I'm not a fisherman myself. I have never been into it, but I've got good friends who are, and they all say the same thing. It's relaxing. I mean, I love to be out in the boat, in the water. I think that's relaxing. The fishing, in terms of the fish and the smell, maybe it's not me, but I get it.
I'll take you with me, Ziggy. Don't worry.
Okay.
I love it. I love getting my hands dirty. That's whether in business, I'm hands-on, and in fishing as well. So I love it. It's good. Like I said, it's a time whether we catch. Like I said, it's a bonus, but if you don't catch, it's good. I mean, we get to relax as well.
Yeah.
And it's good. Sometimes I go with family or friends. We go away, whether it's land-based or we take the boat out and do a bit of fishing. It's always exciting.
Yeah. Now tell me, you won Hocking Stuart's 2016 Agent of the Year, and you backed it up because you won it in 2015 as well.
Correct.
What's going on there, Mr. Mavrikos?
Yeah, very humbled and grateful. It's been an exciting year this year. I took out all 3 big awards for the group at the awards night. So won Sales Agent of the Year overall. And I won Sales Agent of the Year for the most listings. We did about 140 listings this year, which was big. And also won the most commission generated for the company as well. So It was exciting. Really exciting.
Yeah. So that's statewide, is it?
Yeah. So Hocking Stuart, we got over 50 offices. So that's within the group. Also ranked in the top 10 in Victoria out of 7,000 agents. And top 100 in Australia as well. So which is good. So it's been exciting.
Now you being a Greek, let's get back onto the Greek Greek theme, right? Tell me, have you done much in the Greek community?
I have. Yeah. So my background prior to real estate was events. So I was involved in event management. I started at a young age running underage dance parties with a couple of people from school.
Underage dance parties?
Yeah, so underage. And then one thing led to another, and I was picked up by a premier artist, a gentleman there named Frank Stavala, who took me under his wing and was a mentor to me. I ran his nightclub Sirens at the Telstra Dome back then. So Frank Stavala and Michael Gudinski. So then I was affiliated obviously with some of the nightclubs running the overage scene for a while. well. And then working with him closely with Premier Artists, with a lot of the touring, with a lot of the artists, etc. And then started my own company in event management, which was called Maverick Entertainment. So we did a lot of, festivals, nightclubs, dance parties, all sorts of things, Ziggy, anything to do with events. And then, I made the transition into corporate. I was involved in weddings and working with a couple of function centres across Melbourne. And then one thing led me to another, being Greek. I'm always going to, I got pulled back into the Greek community. Yeah. In 2009, I was fortunate enough to be the festival coordinator for the Antipodes Festival. Yeah, so the Lonzo Street Festival. Yep. And I did that for 2 years, which was good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then you wound up in property somehow.
Yeah, then I think I got married in 2012, and then, I think she didn't want me doing the... No, I love her to death. She's fantastic, and she supports me a lot. Without her, I probably wouldn't have a direction. So she grounds me, and
we're all the better for our
that's
partners,
it.
That's for sure.
Exactly right. So then I made the transition into real estate.
Fantastic.
So,
Now tell me, you bought your first property at 23.
Yep.
If you were giving someone a tip, or if you were giving someone advice in relation to property, what would you be telling them?
Oh, look, I bought 23. I bought it actually for the family. So we came here in Australia. We lived on top of a milk bar, believe it or not, Ziggy.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so...
Mixed lollies, would you go down the middle of the night?
I'm not as skinny as I am now, I'm definitely more of a hand model. Yeah. But, I used to love food.
I love Redskins.
Redskins, bubble gum,
White Knight?
Oh, everything, yeah.
Goodness.
I know. I loved it, so, which was good. So, and I saw Dad working really hard. And I thought, I have to step up. And, I saved a lot of money, etc. And then I bought our first home at 23, close to the milk bar. The milk bar was in Clayton. So I bought it in Endeavour Hills, which was an exciting time because I did it for the family, and it's something that I think my family will never forget, So, and they supported me through the process as well. But my advice to anyone is do it. Get advice. Always do your homework.
Yep.
Get advice. Whether you're a first home buyer or whatever you are, investor or whatever type of investment it is, do your research, and go for it. Don't hold back. It's scary. I was scared at 23. I said, all of a sudden I have to save and pay, a loan every, month, etc. Pay the interest, interest rate. But it's good. I did it, and I never looked back.
Well, I think there's two important points you made there that we can finish off on. The first one is that you saw your dad working and you stepped up, and I think that's a really good lesson for the younger people of today. Applies to all of us, but the younger people of today to say, you know what? Well, as parents, I guess we're leading by example as well to show our kids that you do need to step up, and nothing comes without hard work. So I think that's a key point. But secondly, as well, in terms of the property market, is there's that. A lot of people do the research and know what to do, but don't jump and do it.
100%.
At the end of the day, you've got to be in the game.
They're scared, Ziggy. It all comes down to, really, you got to have faith, in anything we do, do your stavro, and go for it, That's the biggest thing.
Get into the choro.
That's it, and go for it, exactly right.
You won't know until you get in.
Exactly right. But, and I think, again, what I said today, what's expensive today is cheap tomorrow. A lot of people are scared to do it, and they think, okay, it's the costing involved, it's everything. You've got to do it, everyone, I think the WOGs always tell us, buy property, buy property. They're right, they're right. And I thank my dad too. I mean, even though I did it for the family, he was guiding me, to do it. Because a lot of people my age would buy an apartment or a fancy car or, whatever, go travel the world or whatever it is. And I knuckled down and bought a home for the family. Which turned later on to be my investment as well. Yep. And something that I'm grateful for, which is good.
Fantastic. Got some kids?
Well, we...
On the way.
On the way.
On the way. Is it announced?
It is announced.
Well, it
is. Well, exactly right. I've got one on the way, God willing.
Lovely.
Yeah, so...
Fantastic.
She's... we're halfway there.
Good.
So, God willing, hopefully all goes well.
Yeah,
so...
Excellent. We're so happy for you. Look, we love celebrating Greeks on this show. We love celebrating Greeks who are doing great things, and it's not just they've got to be doing wonderful things, but it is wonderful what you're doing. But it's I think it's also just at the core of us. We just got to get out there. We're having a go in the Greek community, and I think it's just a good spirit that we have. So I want to celebrate you and say keep on doing what you're doing. It's fantastic. Keep on being a champion and an ambassador for what you do as a Greek in property out here in Melton. made awesome stuff. So I really thank you for
Nah,
coming.
thanks, Ziggy. I
on the
appreciate
show.
it again. Thank you for having me. And you know, if anyone ever needs anything, etc., you know, I'm sure get in contact. I'm
Get in
happy to help
contact.
them,
Joe
whether it's their first home
Mavrikos.
buyers or whatever it is.
From Thessaloniki, well, from Africa.
From Africa,
Ex-Thessaloniki.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish off the show and just say yassas to everyone.
Yassas.
Yassas.